Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ball driven towards the far post.
Danielson. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he thumps it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Danielson picks it up out wide. He rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Now he's got space here.
The less said about that pass, the better. Ball's gone out of play.
Nicely shaped ball. Can he latch on to this? Haaland is onto it in a flash. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's onside. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Played out to the right. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Roberto Carlos! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Roberto Carlos goes short. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's had a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Gattuso. Haaland, a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
It's a pretty loose pass. Has a look and place it forward. And it's Cáceres. Cáceres. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Gravenberg. That's good vision. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zico. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's a key interception. Gattuso, nicely spread. Played with speed from back to front. Cáceres. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Messi. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. Haaland might just make this. Gravenberg. Played out to the left flank. Gets his head on it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Zico. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Danielson going full tilt down the left. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite. It's Zico! He's been caught napping. And it's come back out to him.
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Danielson can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's been taken short. Aimed in towards the centre. So, third corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Delivers with whip.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Gravenberg. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rodri. And it's Guimaraes. Now it's Haaland. Pass somewhat off target. Zico. Forlan. Messi. Showing good feet. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yep, it's a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Plays it across. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Ryerson. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Danielson. Looking for options for movement. And that should get the job done.
Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
Cross to the back post. Danielson gets flagged offside. Zico. Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, the ball's gone astray. He slings it in. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Haaland is herring after that one. Danielson, just about up to 75 minutes. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers.
Fortaleza clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Khan claims it, safe hands. Danielson.
Substitutions taking place.
Bruno Guimaraes. Caceres.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Zico. This is promising. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And it's Guimaraes.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Batistuta! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Fortaleza really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. And this is Batistuta. He is just caressing the ball. Rodri.
Well, they can break here.
Not the most accurate pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Oh, delightful ball.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
And that's it.
Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, Here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And already we're underway here.
And he's let fly! That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And he's had it nicked away. Passing nice and neat. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. That is a brilliant interception. It's a searching pass. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Roberto Carlos. Forlan receives it in a good chance.
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
And Messi! Oh, the ball's... And it's come back out to him. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And it's been taken short. There's the shot! It's their second corner of the game.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Danielson delivers with whip. Bayer deals with that nice and simple. Well, that pass isn't the best.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Under an awful lot of pressure. Gattuso. Davids out-muscles him. Closing in.
Danielson! And that would have been some goal.
Danielson can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. Messi. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So we're still where we started right now. Caceres
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for options for movement. Zico. Forlan. It's Forlan!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And he's being shifted off it. Danielson. Half an hour played now. It's come to nothing. Caceres. And it's Messi. That's good running with the ball. Zico. Oh, that's fabulous. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gravenberg. And it's lofted through here. Great vision. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Zico running with the ball. And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Time and again they are repelled. Gattuso is onto this. Oh, well measured. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gattuso. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Costa Curta. Ball played for Zico. And here's Forlan.
Has been indicated.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Messi gets flagged offside. No way through. Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run. And this is Forlan. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Manchester United really could have done without this to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 3, Murillo. Number 26, Ryerson.
And the action is back on the way.
Bruno Griezmann.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Gravenberg. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Denilson. Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Played into space. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a cute ball. Koundé cuts out the pass. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in, and that is expertly dealt with. Chooses to go cross-field.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he's managed to... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Caceres clears. Conte applies the finish! And they win it back again. Now the cross. Oh, what a climb! Forlan finds himself offside. Can he get on the end of this? Spread out to the left. Gravenberg. Now, what about a counter-attack?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Pass somewhat off target. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Haaland. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and that's gone loose. Conte. Forlan. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Isco. Rodri. And the pass is intercepted. Danielson. This is promising. Drives. He's got full. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
The goal scorer
And the lead is extended still further.
72 minutes is
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
A case now of complete control. Now that looks a decent ball. Koundé, it's a pretty loose pass. And here's Haaland. Aimed beyond the defence. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played into space out wide. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Baresi.
Manchester United are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Gravenberg. Can he finish? Oh, didn't catch it right.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's a key interception. Zico has created one goal already.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pinches it off him. Koundé spots it, and there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. And you're never going to win like that.